and your encouragement during halftime with Bible verses and how you were really wanting us to grow as gentlemen, as young men of God in the heart. And then for you, Coach Sean, like you already stated, it's been an amazing 12 years that Chili and I have been playing soccer, whether you were on the sideline cheering for us and yelling at us, or whether you're coaching with us and just the amazing support that you've been. I think for a lot of soccer players, their motivation and their inspiration comes from a trophy or a plaque. But I think, as we can say as a team, on behalf of the team, our inspiration came from the examples that you guys had and the examples that you guys showed in our lives that we were able to see, that we were able to point our lives to be more like you guys. The heart that you shared, the things that you believe that you're wanting to impress on us, the things that you wanted us to learn as gentlemen, growing to be more like God. And I'm so thankful for this season. I think there hasn't been a year that I learned something, that I didn't learn something because of the example of you guys and because of the example of you, Coach Sean. So thank you guys so much.
I really loved what Judah had to say. For Coach Beard and Josiah, as two coaches that haven't had a huge amount of soccer background, I am just so blessed by the way that you guys were able to influence the team. Like Judah said, you guys brought each of your own skill sets to the table, and you helped us grow so much in our knowledge of athletics for Josiah, and just like growing in maturity. And then Coach Beard just always giving us encouragement with learning how to be godly men is really special, and I find a lot of value in that, so I will not forget about that. And then quick shout out to Coach Mark, who's not here. Really loved having him around. He was awesome, teaching us all the soccer skills. He was great. And then for Coach Sean, I think one thing that was hardest about this year's loss for me wasn't the fact that we didn't get first place, but I think what was way harder about it was that was the last time that I get to play soccer. That's the last time that I get to play soccer with these guys, with Coach Sean. It was really hard to end on that note, and but I remember what I said last year when we lost. I was encouraging the team, trying to encourage myself, trying to see the positive, trying to store up treasures in heaven is what I was saying. And I think that there's a lot of that in last year's season when we didn't get what we wanted. This year's season, where we ended on a disappointing note. But I think that I grew a lot in finding what actually matters in life, storing up treasures in heaven, and I think all of that will definitely be cherished and not forgotten. That I've grown in maturity, I've grown to be a better godly man, and those treasures will be stored in heaven. And for that, I'm very thankful, and that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the leadership of Coach Sean and the rest of the coaches and their influence on my life, especially Coach Sean throughout my whole life. It's really special. So I'm so thankful. So.